Hello students. Today we will be covering art fundamentals. Now, you may ask, what are art fundamentals and why are they important? Now, the art fundamentals are rules to follow in creating art, no matter the kind, whether it be 3D, 2D, sculpture, whatever you wish. You have two categories of fundamentals: the elements of art and the principles of art. Learning the fundamentals are important if you wish to create your own work. Yes, you could copy references all you want, but if you actually want to understand the building blocks and create works of your own, learning the fundamentals will allow you to create things from your imagination far easier. In this lesson, you will learn about the elements of art, which are line, shape, form, space, color, value, and texture. The first one is line. A line is created on a surface with a pointed moving tool. Brush, pen, pencil, carving knife, whatever. Now, if you look at the example, there are multiple different kinds. Obviously, these are not the only ones. These are just a handful of examples. Next is shape. A shape is a two-dimensional enclosed space that represents either an organic or geometric shape. Geometric shapes include squares, circles, rectangles, and triangles. Organic shapes include non-geometric shapes. Now, if you look to the side, you'll just see a little reference of some shapes. Moving on to forms. A form is a three-dimensional enclosed space that represents organic and geometric shapes and a third space. Geometric shapes include cubes, spheres, cones, and cylinders. There are more, but those are the main ones. Organic shapes include three-dimensional forms observed in nature, such as trees, rivers, and even rocks. If you look off to the side, you will see a cube, a cylinder, and a cone in that order. Space. Space defines the surface area between, before, and behind an object in a composition. Now, if you look to the side, here are 6 ways to create illusion of space. There's overlap, shading, placement, size, value and focus, and lastly, linear perspective. These are not the only ones, but these are the ones we're going to focus on for a while. Color. Color is the pigments used in painting. Color can be organized into categories such as hues, values, complements, and intensity. If you look off to the side, you will see a color wheel, which gives you the primary, secondary, and tertiary. Value. Value is a spectrum applied to a hue. The color can have a dark or light value. This process of changing the value is caused by adding white or black to create light and dark hues. Now, if you look off to the side, you will see 3 images in which were converted into hues. Just full grayscale, that is what a hue is. So if you were to get rid of the color and it just be black, white, and gray, it would turn into that. Now, if you look down below, there is a value scale, which shows from the lightest possibility of red to the darkest possibility of red. And as the definition said, you can change the color or the value by adding either white or black. And lastly, texture. Texture is an artwork's surface. The artists use the chosen medium creates either implied or actual texture. If you look to the side, the top example is a crumpled piece of paper. Now, if you were to run your hands across it, you'd feel that bumpy surface. Or you run your hand across a fuzzy blanket, you can feel that texture. Now, with the one below, the Starry Night, that is implied texture. You look at it and you feel like it would be extremely bumpy, with all those ridges and bumps. But in reality, it's not.